Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is your Modern Tech Breakdown. Today I'm taking a look at the news that Microsoft is set to spend over $100 billion on AI over the next 5 years. Let's jump into it. Here I have an article from CNBC that claims that Microsoft will be spending $108 billion between 2025 and 2045 on leases for data center space. Now granted, that $100 billion or so figure is to be spent over several years, but my goodness, this is a dramatic increase in Microsoft's capital expenditures. I've been wondering for a while now on this channel if we're going to see a collapse in the AI market sometime in the next few years, because the hype has just been so enormous. It just feels like there's a chance that this bubble is going to burst. Should that happen, I wonder if Microsoft will be able to exit these contracts. Obviously, Microsoft is a pretty shrewd deal maker, so I would imagine that they have some exit clauses. But this is a little concerning that they could be left with these really big leases on space that they don't need if they can't find a use for these data centers. So should we expect a glut of data center space if there's an AI collapse within the next few years? It's something to think about if you're making investment decisions or career choices. And just for context, here are a couple of stock price charts for a couple of very large global data center providers. You can see that the valuation on these companies has really risen dramatically over the last couple of years as the AI hype has taken off. Is this sustainable? What's going to happen if these companies realize that AI profits are not nearly as amazing as the hype suggests? And as far as Microsoft goes, this $100 billion figure only accounts for the land and the buildings for these data centers. Those buildings also have to be filled with CPUs and GPUs, racks of servers, all that kind of thing. And they have to be supplied with electricity. So this is really just the tip of the iceberg for the investment that Microsoft is making. But also, speaking of electricity, here's an article that Microsoft is working with a major energy company to reactivate 3 Mile Island nuclear plant in order to supply its data centers with electricity for 20 years. This current AI hype cycle is only about 2 years old. Does it make sense to sign a 20-year agreement based on just a few years of hype? You'd have to have a lot of confidence in the long-term promise of AI to sign such a long-term deal. But what do you think? Is the promise of AI so great that all these long-term contracts that Microsoft and others are signing are no-brainers? Or is there a possible nightmare scenario where these contracts become a real financial drag on all these tech companies? Let me know down in the comments, but for today, I'll leave it there. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you next time.